Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to the channel. Andre here. Today I want to talk about the truth, the reality about motivation and what this concept of motivation really means. And so to do that, I'm going to take a slightly more relaxed sort of fireside chat approach to this video than I do in others to just talk about kind of why people do the things they do, why I think people do the things they do, and then ultimately what are a couple of strategies you can use when you feel like your motivation doesn't necessarily align with your objectives. So the first thing I want to talk about is the idea of motivation as a principle. And a lot of people think motivation has to be this constant energy and enthusiasm. I gotta go. I gotta get up and 4 o'clock in the morning and go work out, and then I gotta do this and I gotta do that, and I gotta be super motivated all the time. Let's go. Like just this intense level of energy all the time. And most of the time, I think when people see that portrayal of motivation, the assumption is that not having that level of energy, that level of engagement or enthusiasm necessarily means that you are not adequately motivated because you're not demonstrating it, you're not presenting that motivation in the same way. I don't think I'm that off the mark to think that the way that motivation is portrayed in the media is going to be a problem for people, because when you are inundated with these messages that in order to be successful, you have to be working 24/7, 365, ultimately the people who try to do that are going to burn out. But potentially a bigger problem than people burning out is people seeing that, knowing at the outset that they can't possibly perform at that level for that duration, and then they just don't even bother. And that's the bigger of the two problems, I think, because when you see people depicting the work that you have to do, the effort that you have to put in as being this Herculean task, then you're just not going to get off the couch. And I think incrementalism, the gradual adoption of improved behaviors and strategies over time, slowly but surely working your way up each step to the next level, is really underrated at this point. And I think it's starting to kind of make a comeback. Matt D'Avella is doing really great work with his Slow Growth Academy. If you don't watch Matt D'Avella, you should. I'll drop a link down below, but he's got 3 million subscribers, so you've probably heard of him, especially if you're watching this guy.
Every person must decide, of course, is what is he going to do about the various forces that are influencing the behavior.
The second thing I wanted to talk about is the difference between the concept of motivation and the concept of enthusiasm. And enthusiasm is this excitement, it's this energy for the thing you want to do, right? It's you get up in the morning and you're like, oh, I get to go do this thing, that's awesome. Motivation is often referred to in the same way. It's often described with the same types of terms, but I think what motivates you is a lot more internal, is a lot more visceral to your experience as an individual. Enthusiasm wanes. People aren't enthusiastic. I'm not always enthusiastic about writing a video or recording one. Usually I start off a little bit more sluggish, and as the video goes on, my energy level comes up because I'm getting more into the state of mind of presenting the topic. Motivation is the thing that's going to keep you going to the gym or keep you to recording videos over and over, even when your enthusiasm wanes, even when your excitement for the thing wanes. And that's why I think when we start talking about motivation as a longer term, slower burn, more incremental thing in your life, it can be a lot better for the likelihood of your success. It will improve the likelihood of your success because instead of conflating motivation with enthusiasm or energy or excitement, we understand that motivation, as a psychological term, is the thing that drives you towards your goal. And it's why you need to do the thing you want to do. That's the thing that motivates you. It compels you to movement. That's why motive is often, they have the same etymology, the same derivation. Can you tell that this video is more freeform and not as carefully researched as the other ones? I'll bet you can. So it's important to not think of motivation as just the amount of energy you have when you wake up in the morning to go do the thing. Because the motivation is saying, okay, I know I have to go through some degree of discomfort or unpleasantness in the short term. Right now, I have to go do this thing that I don't necessarily want to do, or I'm not necessarily as excited about as I was about it 2 weeks ago or a month ago, because I know that this is the thing that will get me to where I want to be over the medium or long term. And so for, exercise, that's putting in the reps, the days. No single workout will make you fit overnight, and no hamburger will make you overweight overnight. It's the compounded result of effort over a long period of time. And so in that way, maintaining that motivation is what's key when your enthusiasm or your energy or your excitement goes away, because guaranteed it will go away. You will not maintain that level of energy or enthusiasm for virtually anything over a long period of time.
The solution to this problem is quite simple to say, but sometimes very difficult to accomplish.
The last thing I wanted to talk about in this video is the way that you can sort of reprogram your perspective, or at least change sort of the soundtrack in the background noise of your life. The things you choose to consume both physically within your body as food, or the things you choose to consume in media, will fundamentally alter either your physiology in the former or your psychology in the latter. Taking that principle and turning it on its head, if you curate and cultivate a social media diet that lends itself to positive psychology, over time, your psychology will start to change in that more positive direction. Every single day as you're scrolling, you're going to start to slowly but surely increment your psychology in that direction. And in that way, you're almost positively brainwashing yourself. All of the effects of social media on our psychology are well documented in their negative form. But can you turn that on its head and start to align your outlook in the direction you want it to go, based on mindfully and specifically curated elements of media? And that's what I've been doing. Some of the blogs that I really enjoy, Farnham Street, James Clear and his 321 email newsletter. There are just tons of really, really valuable media properties out there where people are trying to go a different way. They're trying to distribute a message that is more positive and constructive and oriented towards creativity and sensitivity and emotionality, mindfulness, just being an overall better participant in the world. If you can start to reorient your psychology and train yourself into some of these things that we all kind of recognize are objectively better behaviors, dispositions, or outlooks, and enough of us do that over enough time, then maybe we'll all look around and we'll all just be, 2, 3, 5%, just a little bit better, a little more caring, a little kinder, a little more creative, a little more constructive in the world. And that is sort of the core essence of what I'm trying to do with this channel, because by looking at all of the different essential questions of the world, not only am I trying to figure that stuff out for myself and kind of do that research and share that journey of research and education with all of you guys, but if I can put myself in a position where I have just a little bit of a platform or an antenna or a loudspeaker to be part of that transition towards a better, kinder, gentler, more mindful, sensitive, and caring world, if I can contribute just an iota, just a little tiny little bit of that message out into the world and contribute to that positive wave that hopefully is starting to build, then yeah, that's a success. That's all I can ask for this channel. I don't have an expectation of having tens of thousands or millions of subscribers, but if those of you who are here, if those very few of you who are still watching right now, get a sense that maybe there's a way for you to improve just a little bit, because we can all do it. We can all get better. No matter what it is we're working at, no matter who we are, there's always space for a little bit of growth or improvement somewhere. If I can help give you a tip or a strategy or or something that gets you to be just a little bit better than you were yesterday, then this whole thing is a success.
Through mutual understanding and acceptance, they can help one another achieve mutual goals.
So that's a lot of rambling. This is a very unconventional format for me, and we're not going to do this every week, but every once in a while, maybe once or twice a month, I might slow it down to do something a little bit more freeform. And I actually got this idea, shout out to Fellow Filmmaker, a great YouTube account that I watch for a lot of lighting tips and camera tips and stuff, and she does an amazing job with her channel. It's all connected. It's all going back and forth. She gave me an idea. Now I'm talking to you guys, and hopefully we're all going to get better together. It's all going to be a thing. You'll see. It'll all prove out. That's it for this video. So if you enjoyed it, hit the like button. That's what it's there for. If you want to subscribe to watch more videos, both sort of slow burn chat videos like this, or more formalized expository videos, hit the subscribe button because there are new videos coming on the regular. And as always, you will see me in the next video.